Hello and welcome to an ATG technical series on BIM 360 for Civil 3D. My name is Jeff Haney and today's topic covers the BIM 360 docs, or as some people call it, the document management portion of it. So some things I want to be able to teach you guys on this one is, this allows users who uh, who are not actively working on a Civil 3D project in BIM 360 access. It also lets people have a way to do markups. It also lets people view projects, whether it's in PDF or a drawing file. And it lets you see who has things locked out, see what maybe kind of version controls there are, and things like that. So let's talk about this page right here. This is projects already set up. We already have users with uh, access rights already done. And this is kind of the work screen of the project. So this is the name of the project. It says home, and then we can fill out some of this other stuff. But if we click on this grid here, we can get to certain things. One, project home, which is where we're at. We can give admin rights here. But this right here, this document management, this is what people call BIM 360 docs. So we're going to go in here and we're going to see, hey, this is our folder structure. It looks exactly kind of like what we're used to with maybe on a file server or on-prem stuff, or maybe even another data management system. But this is where my project is. This is my project folder structure. If I go into it, I see some other drawings here and PDFs available to me. I can go into them here just like you normally would. I can see my base file. I can see what kind of version number it's on right now. Where it says version 3, this one is version 1. I can see the size, last updated by whether there's markups available. If I hover over it, it says has markups. I can go in there and see what those are. We'll do that here in just a little bit. And then we can also see whether it's issued, proof status, or anything like that. But in this case, we can see a couple things. One, there is markups. Otherwise this would be grayed out and it would not say that there's markups. And also, we also notice there's a version on here. So let's just see what these markups are for it. So we just go in here and click on it. We kind of get this viewer looking thing. I could see somebody just went in here and put a cloud in there, so they're calling this out for some reason. We can also see the layout views of it, and if there's a title block and all that stuff. So basically, just like in Civil, you have your model space and your paper spaces, and we could see all that from this area here. So we're going to go back here. We're going to see what this markup is, or we can pan in and out just by using our mouse button. And if you don't like mouse buttons, we have at the bottom, we have our typical pan and our zoom as well. Now with this, we can also do different markups. For instance, somebody put a cloud in that is over here. Maybe we want a text. We can come in here and put a text box in. And you can even do leaders and callouts. So now we added more stuff to our markups. You can come in here and look at this. There's also even dimension area, and we can just do something like that to give us a dimension. So very cool way to quickly mark up something. give people access. They can come in here and save these markups, go back out. The CAD person can go in there, look at it, be like, okay, I now have markups. What are these markups? I just click on it without opening the file. So I can have this open on one screen, my AutoCAD open on another screen, and I can come in here and say, okay, they need this font bigger. Go in there and look at it. They're calling attention to this area. Just make sure I check my dimensions, things like that. So it's a very easy way for somebody outside of your company or even project managers or anybody to come in here and one, either view it or make markups. So that is the markups portion of it. Now let's go to the versioning. We can see there's a version 3 here, and we click on it, we can see, okay, there's different ones here. If I hover over, like say this bottom one here, there's a copy, we can just copy it out. We can download the source file back to this version here, or we can just make this one current. So that's one thing we could do. We can make a previous version current if we need to, and we can also copy it out. There is also another thing we could do. We could do compare versions. Let's click on here. And let's compare V1 with V3. We'll hit compare. It'll kind of give us this preview looking guide of what we can do. This is saying version 3, version 2. Do we want the layout tabs or do we want the model space basically? And we're going to just do the model space version. We're going to hit compare. We're going to get this window. And this is kind of cool because it's going to give us red for V3, it's going to give us blue for V1, and you can like zoom in and out and see which one was done where. If you want to turn one of them off to get a better look at it, just click this. Now I'm only viewing version 1 items. Click it around. Now I'm just viewing what was changed in version 3 or what was available in version 3. Now with both of them on, we can do something else that's kind of cool. If you go down here to the bottom, we have different options here, but here's one called overlay, and it's side by side or overlay. Right now we're on the overlay portion. If we hit side by side, we're kind of getting this little divider here, and the right side here is version 1, the left side here is version 3. And you can kind of just scroll this out and see what was changed in which drawing. So if I scroll this all the way over, I know this profile was added in version 3 because it was not available in version 1. And same thing with, it looks like my surface was added and also my alignment was in there too. So yeah, so we can see what we have available in which drawing. So very cool to see if we need to just have that kind of check. Then we'll just close our compare, and let's talk about a different feature. If we go into a different area, we can just see all the different drawings that we have. This one has version 4. And if we had anything locked out, this would tell us a drawing was in fact open and locked out. And let's just do that real quick just to see what we have. And we will talk about this part here, which is the desktop connector, in another video series. But let's go here, just open up the base file. Then we'll go back over into our BIM 360 docs. And we can see with the symbol here, it is locked out. And if we hover over, we can see who has it locked out. And there's other ways once we get to the desktop connector to check this out. But this is the BIM 360 doc videos. And I'll see you next time for the desktop connector portion.